team. That's oc.edu/lead the team. Graduate engineering at Oklahoma Christian University. Lead the team.
What drives us at Chesapeake Energy? Fostering a culture of never settling, always aspiring to something more, something better, striving for continuous improvement in everything we do.
It's actually gotten better.
American needs, producing it smarter and more efficiently, being responsible stewards of our communities and our environment. This is our commitment to leading a responsible energy future. Chesapeake Energy.
When shopping for car insurance, consider this. GEICO has been saving people money on car insurance for over 75 years. So if you're serious about savings, it's simple. Go to geico.com. After 75 years, they know how to save you money.
Howdy, howdy, Cord and Jet McCoy here again.
Hurry into your local Great Plains Kubota to get great financing on a new Kubota BX tractor during Kubota's Gear Up and Go sales event.
I agree, Jet. With a BX, you'll get Kubota durability, versatility, and value. So don't wait to buy the best-selling subcompact tractor of the decade. Go see Great Plains Kubota and get a long-term financing for as low as 0%.
All right, got about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Great Plains
30 seconds, Mo.
Kubota, the brand that works.
What could you do with more energy, more strength, more help? Mercy can help you do more of what you love. Go to mercy.net/performance to learn how. Mercy, proud sponsor, Energy FC.
KXXY FM, Oklahoma City, home of Bill and Sean in the morning. Studios driven by Reynolds Ford with 3 locations: Norman, Oklahoma City, and Edmond.
Welcome back, everyone, to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's Preble Stadium on the campus of Bishop McGinnis High School. Jack Dammer with Mo Bourne. Glad to have you along on 96.1 KXY and now on YouTube. This game being streamed live on YouTube. Glad to have those in Arizona watching, as well as Arizona United making their second trip here to Oklahoma City, Mo, in about as many weeks. And, of course, we remember the last game here, 1-1 draw. The game ended very controversial. Of course, the Energy scoring late on that penalty kick in stoppage time. This should be an interesting matchup, to say the least, tonight.
Yeah, I just hope we don't tumble over from all the hassle that we had there. And I think that was basically, it weren't the two teams that were really fault. You know, the referee got the game finished a little bit too early, and I think that everyone was giving him grief rather than each other, although it did get into a bit of a fracas, if you like.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The Energy with a 8-9-5 record. Arizona comes in with a 6-12-5 record. Arizona's lost 4 games in a row and 4 of their last 6. They are, of course, last in league standings, but as we talked about, Mo, that really doesn't mean much, as these two clubs have really played each other very tight in the three games that they played each other.
Yeah, it's sometimes I don't know whether it's a good thing to play each other. I mean, we're playing them in next week as well, and it's 4 games, and you do tend to get a bit familiar. And yet we're playing Charleston, who we only played once.
Yeah.
So we're playing 4 games against one team and one team that we played once. It just makes no sense to me. But obviously, someone far wiser than me up there is organising it. So.
This is the first of 2 games in the next 3 days. We will take a break tomorrow, and then the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 will be in town on Saturday night. That should also be another interesting game, as the Energy lost to the Galaxy 1-0 at home about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So it should be an interesting game on Saturday, but a quick turnaround for this club going into tonight's game, and then, of course, on Saturday night. The Energy will have the kickoff to start the match here tonight. They will be moving from north to south. It is somewhat breezy tonight, although not terrible for Oklahoma standards. Right now, the wind out of the south of around 11 to 12 miles an hour. Again, somewhat windy, but not bad for Oklahoma standards. For those watching from Arizona, it is fairly warm. It is 90 degrees. It was fairly warm today, as we are about set to go here tonight, as the referee is about ready to get us underway. And referee Jody Pekerson blows his whistle, and here we go, as the Energy's first boot down the field by Gareth Evans is long down the field and headed out by Arizona, but one right back by the Energy, as Otto Dujeri has it, and he was looking for Peebo Due along the far touchline, and it's out of bounds to start with, and it will be a throw-in for Arizona, as we are just underway from Oklahoma City. The throw-in won by the Energy, and they have it on the far touchline. Otto Dugeri has it, but it's taken away by Arizona. They will have it coming across midfield is Matthew Castle, and he's looking down the field for Long Tan, the tall forward, and it's an offsides, and it will be played by the Energy way up top, or will they play it back deep? They're going to play it back deep, and here we go. So the Energy with possession after the offsides by Arizona, and it goes to Cyprian Hedrick on the far side. He's looking down the field for Kyle Gregg, and it's flicked on to Delgado, now to Abraham Beyond within the box, and he takes a shot, and it's knocked down by London Woodbury and goes out of bounds. It will be a corner kick for the Energy here to start with in the second minute of play.
And certainly from the start of the game, the Energy lads are pushing forward and playing very high. So you know, that's how he caught him offside, just outside the centre circle.
Here is the corner kick, sent in, headed down, and finally cleared by Arizona. And it goes all the way back to midfield into their defensive half, and Peebo Due sends it back to Bader, and Bader plays it on the ground and will clear it out here. And it goes a pass midfield, high kick, and headed back in by Arizona. Bounces once and finally one by Kyle Miller as it bounced over the head of Brad Stisser. Miller has it to Michael Thomas, into the circle to Nate Shipman, who we'll hear from at halftime, as Shipman has it taken away by Del Piccolo. It goes to Castle. Castle up, looking for Jonathan Top, and it's too hard for him, and him and Cyprian Hedrick fall down on the ground together as they bring each other down, and it goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Energy here in the third minute of play.
Yeah, he did very well there. So he just got in front of him and just shielded the ball and let it run out. So it's a goal kick to Energy.
Mercy can help you do more of what you love. Go to mercy.net/performance to learn how. Mercy, proud sponsor of Energy FC. Goal kick for the Energy. Coming off of that loss in Sacramento last Saturday. We will see Arizona a week from tomorrow night. A short goal kick by Bader. It's headed in by Arizona, backed by Kyle Miller, and finally played down on the ground by Robinson, but out of bounds off of Brad Stisser, and a throw in for the Energy. It comes into Kyle Gregg, back to Kyle Miller, up to Dan Delgado, playing with it against two defenders, and it's taken away by Arizona. They will quickly clear it up to Long Tan, but it's over his head, headed back in by Evans to Delgado. Delgado over to Abraham Beyond. A player falls down, and a whistle and a foul on either Delgado or Abraham Beyond, and the first foul of the game goes against the Energy. Fourth minute to play, no score. Energy would like to come out in this game against Arizona with a little more pressure than they did last time against Arizona, as they want to jump out to a quick start against this team, considering what happened last time at home against this team, as Arizona has it just outside the box. They send it in, and it is headed down and in by Long Tan. And he scores for Arizona here in the fourth minute of play.
I can't believe that the no defender jumped.
Wow, a shocker here early on in Oklahoma City as the Arizona United get an early goal by Long Tan in the fourth minute, his fourth goal of the season.
We've got to be a lot tighter than that on corner, on the kicks coming in from the back. We was all over the place.
And so the restart off the kickoff, and Gareth Evans sends it long, and it bounces just outside the box as the keeper Evan Newton plays it. And now a long pass down the field, won by Arizona's Long Tan again. He sends it to the right side, just outside the circle. And Arizona threatening again with another offensive opportunity, but a pass is taken away by Kyle Miller. It comes up to Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas's pass is knocked down and won by Arizona's London Woodbury. They send it over to Tyler Ruthman. And now to Scott Morris, or Jalen Robinson make that. And it finally goes down the field looking for Long Tan and cleared out by Hedrick, and his pass out of bounds, and a bad clear by Hedrick, and it'll be a throw-in for Arizona.
Yeah, we look very shaky at the back at the moment.
Jimmy Nelson wanted a quick start for his club, and he found it the other way. Arizona has a quick start, and here's a little dribble into the box, and it's won by Samir Bader, and he clears it out shortly to Michael Thomas, to Evans, up to Kyle Miller, and Miller's pass is bounced off of a United player, and it's a throw-in. And the throw-in is won by Arizona. Long Tan trying to get it around Gareth Evans, giving chase. Evans sends it back to Bader, who has to clear it on a touch dangerously in front of Jonathan Top, and it's out of bounds. It will be another throw-in for Arizona at midfield.
Yeah, I've got to say that the two lads up front, Tan and Top, look very lively at the moment.
Scott Morrison to throw it in, looking long and headed up by Kyle Miller to Beyond and Nate Shipman, and Shipman tries to find Kyle Gregg, and it's over his head, out of bounds for another throw-in for Arizona United. Not the start Energy wanted.
Not at all.
Mo, I just want you to know I finally got the fly that was bothering you, so we're good to go now.
Well, at least
we
got
can start
that.
the game now.
Yeah, we got that on our side.
1-0 Arizona with the lead. 7th minute of action here in Oklahoma City. And Arizona with possession. It comes to the midfield to Joseph Dillon. And played back now to Ruthven. And Tyler Ruthven sends it up long, no one there. And Cyprian Hedrick has possession. Up to Otto Dugeri. Dugeri to Shipman. Shipman makes a nifty move, if I can say it. Oh, my goodness gracious.
That was a good move as well.
To Peebo Due into the box. Due still with possession. Looking for Beyond, and Beyond can't control it. And he can't get a shot off. Here's Dugeri looking for a shot. His is knocked down and headed out by Arizona. Abraham Beyond with an excellent opportunity, just could not get a foot on it.
Yeah, it was a good run there by Peebo as well down the side. Took the guy on when inside the box just a short straw away.
Arizona's pass downfield, chested down by Hedrick. Up to midfield to Thomas. Thomas going short to Delgado. Delgado working against Jalen Robinson, and it's knocked out by Robinson. It will be a throw-in for the Energy. They quickly get it into Hedrick. Hedrick comes near side to Evans. Actually, he's going to leave it for Kyle Miller, and Miller will play it all the way back into his box to Bader. And Bader will play it short to Hedrick as it comes out of the box. Shipman comes back to get it. Pass up to midfield to Dugeri. He has switched sides and he has come to the right side. Kyle Miller down the line to Abraham Beyond, who's pushed off the ball and won by Joseph Dillon. And actually, he lets it go out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Arizona United. Arizona wearing the white jerseys tonight, blue shorts, Red Sox, and Energy in their home greens with the green shirts, white shorts, and green socks. 1-0, United with the lead in the 4th minute by Long Tan. He now has 2 goals against the Energy in 2 games as we play in the 9th minute. And the throw-in won by the Energy's Abraham Beyond to Kyle Gregg. He tries to cross it, bounces off of a player, and here comes Evan Newton out, and he's able to make the play before it goes out of bounds.
So always our approach works quite good, but we always seem to lose it at the last final ball. The final ball's just not definite enough.
Evan Newton has it. His clear out is won by Shipman, but won right back by Joseph Dillon. Dillon goes far side to Robinson, and he lets it go for Jonathan Top. And right there is Hedrick. As Hedrick lets it go out of bounds, it will be a throw-in for the Energy. Ball comes in off the foot of Kyle Gregg, stays in bounds, and the Energy has it. Here comes Dan Delgado looking long to Otto Dugeri. He has him on the near side, just inside the touchline, working against Scott Morrison. He sends it across on the ground and right at the keeper, Evan Newton, who makes an easy play.
Yeah, I think he got caught between a shot and a pass there, Otto Dugeri. A little bit of a weak shot, and he has got a lethal left foot.
Newton's clear out high in the air and headed down by Kyle Miller back to his keeper Bader, who will, if he wants, could use his hands off of that. And the throw out to Hedrick as Cyprian will bring it down the field and actually gives it up to Nate Shipman. Late arriving crowd here in Oklahoma City, a rare Thursday night game for the Energy. And so it always draws a late arriving crowd, but slowly making their way into the stadium. Here is Dugeri, and he can't control it. And it's won back by Brad Stisser. Stisser comes down looking for Jonathan Top, and it's won by Kyle Miller. Miller at midfield, being defended by 2 players, and Shipman actually comes out with that. And He sends it back to Evans. Now to Thomas. Thomas just outside the circle, goes long across the field to Dewey right at midfield. Dewey to Delgado, not a good pass, but Delgado able to bring it down and gives it up to Michael Thomas. Now to Shipman, and it comes back now to Evans in his defensive third. Evans comes up across midfield. Abraham Vianney's got some room in front of him, looking for Kyle Gregg, and it's just out of his reach, as it was a nice defensive play by Arizona. And now here's a header down to Longtan, and Hedrick steps in, and a dangerous pass back. It looked more dangerous, I think, Mo, than what it was, but
I think he thought
Bader
he weren't going to catch
yeah.
it. Yeah, it looked like that. He just caught it with the very last bit. He was lucky.
And the ball cleared out of bounds by the Energy, and this is not the Energy that Jimmy Nielsen wanted to start with.
No, they're very slow, and they look as though they're asleep.
12th minute of play, Arizona with the lead, 1-0 after the Longtan goal in the 4th minute of play. Arizona with possession in their defensive third. Tyler Ruthven now with it. And it's cleared up by the keeper Newton, who headed back in by Evans. Thomas tried to flick it on, but it goes to Delgado. Delgado is tripped up from behind, and a foul on Paolo Del Piccolo. And Del Piccolo picks up his 30th foul of the season, leading Arizona in fouls. He also has 4 yellow cards coming into the match.
He's their destroyer. Mind you, the other lad I thought was Castle. Was the guy that was putting himself around at the last game. But yeah, I don't think they take too many prisoners, Arizona.
Here's the free kick for the Energy. Dugeri will take it. It's into the box and headed out by Arizona, and that will go across the touchline, so it will be a throw-in for the Energy.
Didn't really get a challenge in there, though. You know, we've got to get someone on the end of the ball.
Michael Thomas will take this throw down deep in the corner to our right on the near side here in the 13th minute. And the throw comes into the box and over the head of Evans and cleared out, and Gareth Evans is called for a foul as he wrapped the arm of London Woodbury, and so it'll be a free kick for Arizona. Second foul issued against the Energy. And here is the restart by the keeper, Evan Newton, who's playing in his 24th game for Arizona. And his kick is headed up by Kyle Miller, kind of bounces down off of Longtan. And Miller able to get there, sends it back to Evans. And Evans plays it back to his keeper. Boy, Longtan again very active up front, Mo.
Yeah, he looks very lively.
He's been involved in a lot of plays.
Yeah. He leads the line, and he leads it well, and he's all over the place. Left wing, right wing.
Gareth Evans in trouble right now defensively, being guarded by Brad Stisser, and Evans is able to knock it off of him for a throw-in, but again, finding themselves in some defensive pressure and not being able to do much when they have possession. And here is the header by Scott Morrison out of bounds of Arizona. It'll be another throw-in for the Energy.
Yeah, Arizona are pressuring very well.
Aaron Ball came onto the field by a fan, and so the throw-in comes into Hedrick, and his clear all the way down the field, no one there, and Tyler Ruthven takes over. Now Woodbury has it. Woodbury working against Kyle Gregg, and it's headed up by Hedrick now in the defensive half, and Nate Shipman gets one, but it's over the head of Abraham Vian, and London Woodbury brings it down. Sends it wide right side to Robinson, comes back inside to Tyler Ruthven. Midfield it comes to Dillon, and it goes back to Tyler Ruthven. And he will just clear it up the field, and it's over the head of everyone. It will bounce into the box, and here is Samir Bader out to pick it up. 15th minute here in Oklahoma City. 1-0, United with the lead. Hedrick sends it down, looking for Kyle Gregg, and Tyler Ruthven able to get a boot on it and kicks it out of bounds for an Energy throw-in. Quickly into Kyle Gregg, to Delgado, to Dewey, playing in a little triangle, and it's taken away by United. Jonathan Top has it. It comes to midfield, across midfield, now Stisser. Stisser looking near side to Morrison, and it bounces into the box, and Bader comes out and quickly gets it. Quickly out to Kyle Miller. Now Shipman, who comes over to help him out. and he'll let it go for Kyle Miller. Miller looking for Kyle Gregg. Chasing downfield against Woodbury, and Woodbury heads it out of bounds. And it will be another throw-in for the Energy here in the 16th minute.
That final ball still, Jack, it's, you know, we're hitting it up forward, but we're hitting it into spaces, and players are not getting there to it.
Dugeri into the middle field to Shippen. Shippen just top of the arc looking for a shot. No, he's going to give it up to Delgado. Turns on his left foot, still trying to find a shot. Here's Beyond to Gregg, and it's off of his thigh. It looks like off of his knee and goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Arizona. They're getting some possession inside the box, but just not being able to get a good foot on it.
Yeah, we looked like we overplayed it there. There was one guy seemed to have a shot and just touched it one too many times, and then another guy he passed it to thought he'd have another touch, and we took too many touches in the box. You don't get that many touches, and they shut us down, and we eventually kicked it out for them.
So here's the goal kick by Newton, high in the air across midfield, headed up by the Energy. Bounces down to Dugeri now, right in the middle of the field. He comes offensively and looking for Kyle Gregg, and Gregg is offsides by a hair. And so the Arizona United will have a free kick.
Jimmy's asked for the flag. He wants to do it.
And the restart goes all the way down the field, and Bader will keep it in bounds as he goes outside his box, and now will carry it into the box, and we'll play it to the far side to Hedrick. 18th minute here. Arizona leads. Here's the pass down to Kyle Gregg, just out of his reach as Tyler Ruthven steps in to win it and sends it back to Evan Newton. Newton goes short to the near side to Woodbury. Woodbury looking for a pass and no one there, and Kyle Miller brings it down. And now Gareth Evans has it, defensive half. Looking for someone to pass to, and he'll play it back now into the defensive third to Hedrick. Hedrick goes far side touchline right at midfield with Dewey, and Dewey plays it right back to him as he was guarded by Jonathan Topp. Nowhere to go. Now Michael Thomas with possession at the bottom of the circle in his defensive half, and Thomas comes near side now to Evans, who plays it up to the touchline to Kyle Miller. Miller to Thomas, back to him on a give and go. Miller brings it across midfield. Now into the middle to Delgado. Delgado comes near side to Dugeri. Dugeri working against Stisser, gives it up for Delgado. Now to Thomas. Thomas sends it far side, switches fields to Dewey. Dewey now to Vion, and he'll play it now back to Shippen as the Energy will reset here. Shippen with it, and his pass is won by Arizona. Longtan brings it down, and he's double teamed by Evans, and Evans slides and able to take it away from him. Quickly down the field to Dugeri, who's not in offsides position, and wins the ball along the goal line. Takes it into the box, sends it across, and out of the reach of Kyle Gregg. And the Energy had an excellent chance there. Ball is still in, though. Energy wins it back. Still with possession. Comes near side into the box to Delgado. Headed out by United to Dugeri, just outside the box. He sends it across again, and a diving Newton makes a stop for Arizona.
Starting to look a bit better now. A great move by Gareth Evans and a superb ball through. A little bit unlucky there.
Boy, what a chance Kyle Gregg had, huh?
Yeah.
Just outside of his reach of his foot. Here is Newton's kick, won by Dewey. And here is Thomas now across midfield. Dugeri with a nice little heel pass to Thomas down the field, but stepping in is Castle, and Castle will send it back to his keeper. And now headed back into Evans. Evans to Vion, to Shipman, and now defensively to Hedrick, and he'll send it right back to him. And now they're looking to move offensively, and a pass to Delgado bounces over his foot, and it goes back to the keeper. But Newton's pass out to the right side is way off the mark, and so it'll be a throw-in for Oklahoma City.
They're starting to press now, and they're starting to look a little bit more effective. That's a foul.
And a foul is called against Arizona as the jersey of Abraham Vion was grabbed, and he was brought down to the ground, so an easy foul called, and so the Energy will have a free kick from about 40 yards out on the left side.
Yeah, last 5 or 6 minutes we've been pressuring, but we really need to get a goal while we continue with this pressure.
So the The free kick will be taken by Shipman. He sends it into the box, and no one there, and Woodbury heads it out. Nate giving chase, and it bounces out of bounds, and so the Energy will have a throw-in from about 20 yards up. And they'll let Abraham Vion take that. Tried to find Delgado, but it's towed out by Tyler Ruthven. 21st minute, United with a 1-0 lead. Jack Damrell, Mo Bourne, Carter Baum from Pribble Stadium. This is the only game on the docket tonight. Here's the header flicked up by Gareth Evans, and Newton comes out and is able to haul it in.
Yeah, any ball in the 6-yard box should be the keeper's, and you know, he's 6 foot and he's got his arms above, he's 7 foot odd. So, you know, we've got no chance of getting it in the 6-yard. We've got to keep it just outside of there. Make the keeper come outside that 6-yard box.
Dewey heads it back in. Delgado has it to Abraham Vion, now working one-on-one against Ruthven. And now to Kyle Gregg, and Gregg was offside. Yes, he was against Woodbury.
Yeah.
He was about half a body length offside.
He keeps getting caught that one step forward, isn't he?
Yeah. Could see that one from up here. Good idea, though, but Kyle was just a little bit too far in front of London Woodbury. So now the free kick for Arizona United. Just outside their box here in the 23rd minute. Dewey heads it back in. Abraham Vion with a touch on it again at midfield. Brings it toward the center circle, and now back behind defensively and looking for Kyle Miller on the near side as Miller brings it down.
That is calling for it.
And he was looking for Dugeri, and he overshot him, and Arizona cleared, but right to Gareth Evans. Evans working against Long Tan. Gives it up, sends it back to Hedrick. Now to Delgado. And Delgado gives it up to Hedrick, and now Shipman plays it back. Shipman will bring it up across on a long pass to Kyle Miller. Miller brings it down, working against Scott Morrison, sends it across, and just over the head of Kyle Gregg again. And you keep doing that, maybe the third time's a charm for Kyle Gregg, Mo.
Yeah, he's had some. He could be half-inch taller, couldn't he? 3 times he's got there, but just not had that last touch.
Ball went out of bounds. Energy had the throw in as it went off of a United player, and now the Energy plays it defensively into their defensive half. Evans with it, sends it long down the field for Kyle Gregg. This may be too hard. No, it's not, as Kyle Gregg will catch up to it just outside the box on the right side. Gregg looking for Dugeri. Dugeri looking to take a shot, and it's just over the head of Newton, who knocks it over the crossbar for a corner kick for the Energy. Great shot by Otto Dugeri.
Yeah, did very well. Came inside on his left foot, his strongest foot, and keeper done very well to put it over the bar. Bit unlucky there. Great run from Kyle Gregg as well to get it in the first place, and a good ball from Gareth Evans at the back.
24th shot of the season for Dugeri, and it almost tied the match. Here's the corner, and it's headed up by Arizona and finally out by Woodbury, but right to Nate Shipman as Long Tan comes back to guard him or defend him. And Shipman gives it up to Delgado, to Miller now, still playing outside the box. Shipman has it again, and he'll play it far side to Vion. And Abe has it to Dugeri, now back to Abraham Vion inside the box. Here's another opportunity, and it's flicked up and out by Arizona.
Well,
Arizona hanging tough defensively as the Energy putting a lot of pressure on inside the box, but Arizona's hung tough.
Yeah, they really are pressurizing, and Arizona have put 5 across the middle of the park.
Here's a shot by Dugeri, and it is wide left of the post. Dugeri thought it went off of a United player. He's still trying to get the call, but won't get it, and it will be a goal kick for Arizona United here in the 25th minute. Eat, drink, and play at Kickapoo Casino here in Shawnee. 2 locations, just 30 minutes from Oklahoma City. Kickapoo Casino, get rewarded. Jack Damrell, Mo Bourne from Pribble Stadium, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Glad to have you along on 96.1 KXY and on YouTube. And the goal kick by Newton. Bounces up into the air off the turf. Everyone let it drop, and Kyle Miller can only kick it out of bounds. And it will be an Arizona throw-in.
Carl almost played that up to us.
Scott Morrison will take the throw for Arizona into long tan and knocked away by Evans. Shipman up to Kyle Gregg.
Oh, well played, sir.
And it's knocked out of bounds by London Woodbury. An energy throw, and they quickly get it into Dugeri. Dugeri looking for Abraham Beyond, and it's taken away as Jalen Robinson did a nice job to step in front of Abe and take it away.
Yeah, he did very well.
Here comes Joseph Dillon across midfield, looking for Matthew Castle. Now Castle to the near side to Brad Stisser. Stisser working against Kyle Miller. Now he's double teamed, and Otto Dugeri there to take it away. Nice double team that time, and here's a clear out, and Miller's able to knock it off the foot of Stisser for a throw-in.
Good defending there from them too, Adder and Carl. They one shot him down, one took the ball.
Throw-in comes into Dugeri. He's able to get it to Thomas. Thomas now to Delgado. Delgado looking long again to Kyle Gregg, just over his head, but able to come back and get it. But
that was unlucky.
Morrison steps in and is able to knock it away from Kyle, and he takes over. Now back to Evan Newton, and Evan Newton clears it out on a touch. Evans, though, steps in and heads it back in. Arizona heads it down. United with the 1-0 lead in the 4th minute. Del Piccolo has it. And he gives it up, and it goes all the way back to Ruthven. Looking for the long pass down, and he has it, and this is a foul. Actually, they're going to play on as Arizona had the advantage. There was a foul at midfield. Arizona has it, and it's taken away as Castle was looking to the near side to Stisser as the referee played the advantage. And now the Energy with a pass into their offensive half. Tyler Ruthven with it, working against Abraham Beyond, and he clears it up and out. Right at Peebo Due. And Due takes possession and sends it back into their defensive half. Evans with it, up to Michael Thomas, to Kyle Miller. Miller will bring it into the offensive half, still working down the near touchline. Will send it into the box, but right at the keeper, who's at the top of the 6. And no one there, and Arizona takes over.
He was aiming for Kyle Gregg, and it was just a poor ball into the area. But Kyle was unmarked and on his own. If he'd have got it 5 yards back, but wasn't a good ball from Kyle there.
Newton kicks it out, won by Arizona. Long Tan working against Gareth Evans, and Hedrick steps in and makes him give it up to Del Piccolo. And it slows down the attack. Robinson now with it. Back to Castle. Castle to Tan. And Hedrick again steps in front of Tan and takes it away. Nice job by Cyprian Hedrick.
Yeah,
nice defensive performance so far by Sip.
Yep.
And Michael Thomas has a foul called against, as he had possession, foul called on, who is that? That is Del Piccolo on Michael Thomas. And a quick restart for the Energy here in the 29th minute.
Oh dear.
And a bad pass by Due over the head of Gareth Evans. And it goes out of bounds. It will be an Arizona throw-in. Not sure what happened there.
I don't think Peebo knows either. I think he tried to get it into Gareth's feet and went way over his head. Must have been drinking too much of that power juice.
Throw-in will be taken by Scott Morrison. Off after the throw-in, comes right back to him. And now comes to Stisser. Stisser working against Miller. Comes back to him just outside the box on the left side. Kyle with a nice defense. And he clears it out for another Arizona throw-in.
Yeah, did well there, Cole.
Morrison's throw into the top of the arc to Long Tan. Hedrick defending. Goes far side to Top. Top working around Delgado. Still has it. Top of the 6. And shoots off the crossbar. Right to Stisser. And now here comes Shipman. He's able to knock it down, but Arizona gets it back, and the cross is won by Michael Thomas.
That was a letdown. That hit the post there, and oh my goodness, they should be 2-0 up now.
Arizona again with possession. Del Piccolo has it. And he's double teamed and won by the Energy. Here comes Abraham Beyond to Dan Delgado. Delgado outside the box.
And ball.
And It's knocked off of an Arizona player out of bounds. It will be a throw in. Michael Thomas to Nate Shipman inside the circle as he plays it back. Cyprian Hedrick now with possession. Looking to Abraham Beyond, just top of the box, inside the box now, and it's knocked away by Woodbury and cleared by the keeper Newton out.
Arizona do very well, you know. They put 4 and then 5, and it's like a blanket. It's 4 and 5, and none of them move, and they just leave Tan up front. Very, very quick. They get back defensively.
Pass down the field by United, right to the keeper Bader, and the Energy has it. Kyle Miller with possession on the near touch line, and his touch is taken away by Stisser. And now here's Long Tan outside, and he takes a long shot. Shipman knocked it down, and finally cleared by the Energy as Cyprian Hedrick comes to take it away. He'll bring it down the field, looking down the field to Kyle Gregg. Knocked down by Ruthven, but won by Abraham Beyond in the midfield. Beyond being grabbed, but able to get away, still being grabbed. And finally tripped up at midfield, and this may bring out a card to Del Piccolo.
I thought so. That's got to be.
No card is the referee's going to have a stern warning to him, and so no card is issued, and we'll play on.
Can't believe I've just seen that.
Quick restart by the Energy. Evans looking for Evans, and here is a foul and a whistle on the far side, and that's going to be just outside the box, and that will bring a card out. That's going to bring a card against Jalen Robinson.
Peebo's still down as well.
The first card of the match issued to Jalen Robinson here in the 33rd minute. Robinson's second yellow card of the season, and the Energy will have a free kick just outside the box. And boy, that's a tough call by the referee, Mo. It could have gone either way, inside the or outside the box, but they're going to say the initial contact occurred just outside. Like
It always amazes me, Jack, when a referee is not sure. It's always a yard outside. It's never a yard inside.
Well, he was, I'll have to give it up to him. He was pretty far away.
Yeah,
it was a long pass down.
Long way away.
And he had a long way to catch up, and that happens. And here's a kick in, and Newton knocks it out. And Arizona clears, at least into their corner. Stisser with it, double team is taken away by Dugeri, and he is grabbed from behind, and a foul is called. And this could be a yellow card, and it's going to be. And Stisser picks up a yellow card on back-to-back free kicks now for the Energy, and back-to-back yellow cards.
This is the problem with Arizona, is that when they do get us attacking them, they send us start kicking, and they did it last time. It's very, very physical. They don't care how they stop you, as long as they stop you.
So this free kick will occur from about 6 yards up from the goal line and about 3 yards outside the box. Dugeri will take the kick with his left foot, playing from the right side. Almost like a corner, but not as hard. And here's the line drive in and cleared out by Arizona. One right back by the Energy, and Delgado trying to find Dugeri, kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah. What a good free kick, really.
35th minute. First half, 1-0, Arizona with the lead, and the throw in to the United. And Morrison has it, sends it back to Newton, and Newton clears on a touch.
The keeper looks very shaky when he gets the ball played back to him. He doesn't strike the ball very cleanly. And the pressure we're putting on them, I mean, we should, in all theory, from the pressure we've had, we should very shortly be getting a goal.
Dugeri with a cross, and it's headed out by Arizona. Kyle Miller, though, steps in, has it. Shipman goes far side to Dewey within the offensive third to Abraham Beyond, and Beyond will turn and play it back to Shipman. Still in their offensive half, Energy with possession. Beyond with it, and Beyond will now play it back into their defensive half to Hedrick, and now to Shipman, and it comes near side to Evans. And the Energy will reset here as they bring it into the offensive half to Nate Shipman at the bottom of the circle, and he touches it back to Evans. And Evans will send it to the left side to Hedrick and up to Delgado, or to Beyond, make that.
Arizona are very happy with us playing it just across the park. They're just sitting back and waiting for us.
And a bad pass by Vion, won by Arizona, but Shipman right there. Ball is played out and won by Delgado to Dugeri. Energy have 4-on-3. Dugeri within the box to Delgado, and it's won by Arizona and cleared back to the keeper. And I believe the keeper will be able to pick it up. Arizona able to stop that threat by the Energy again. 36th minute here in Oklahoma City. And the kick out by Newton. Right to Longtan, able to win it away from Nate Shipman to Stisser. And he plays it back to Morrison. And Morrison goes into the circle to Joseph Dillon. And now a long pass down the field. No one in sight, and the Energy take over. About 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Energy would like a goal, Mo, at least to get a draw going into halftime.
Yeah, and I think on the amount of play, but unfortunately you don't get it on the amount of play.
No.
And for the last 15 minutes we've pummeled them, and then Gareth has their concentration. Looked so easy, he's let it run out.
And his lack of concentration, the ball went under his foot, goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Arizona in their offensive third. And they'll take their time, and they'll let Scott Morrison take the throw. And they get it into Del Piccolo. Looking for Stisser, and he goes right side to Robinson. Still playing on the far touchline. And a bad pass won by the Energy. Nate Shipman has it and goes to Delgado on the far touchline. Comes up to Vion. Vion plays it back to Delgado. Delgado up to Dewey. Dewey touches it over to Vion. He touches it to Thomas across midfield, and Thomas will send it down to Dewey, who's on sides, just inside the box on the left side. Peebo with a shot, and it's way high and over the mark, and it will be a goal kick for Arizona.
That was a great opportunity for us. Good ball from Michael Thomas, and Peebo took it down well, but just blasted it over the top. That's the composure that we're lacking just at this moment. We just don't hit the target, and we've got to hit the target when we get the opportunity. And we've had 3 or 4 opportunities.
First Fidelity Bank is excited to help kick off a great inaugural season with Oklahoma City Energy FC. First Fidelity Bank, we go where you go. Visit ffb.com. 1-0, Arizona with the lead. 39th minute. Stop in action for a moment as another ball got onto the field errantly. And finally they're back in play. And the ball's headed up a couple times. Finally brought down by Arizona. Longtan with it. Evans, though, steps in and plays it back to Bader. And Bader's clear on the ground. Not a good one, but still.
Lucky we got out of jail there.
Bader was able to get it to Shipman. To Michael Thomas. Thomas just at the bottom of the circle in his defensive half. Looking for someone to go to. Finally has Delgado, and Delgado is knocked down by Longtan, and a foul is called against Arizona. In the few short games that Longtan has played for Arizona, he has 3 yellow cards and now 9 fouls.
Makes a difference though to his leading their line. He's a good player.
But he also has 4 goals, yeah, no doubt. Kyle Gregg has it taken away. The one right back by Kyle Miller. Kyle Gregg slow in getting up. Evans with it, looking down the field, no one there, over the head of everyone, and brought down by London Woodbury. Woodbury turns opposite direction, sends it down, headed back in by Miller. The one by Arizona. They have possession near side, right in front of the Energy bench. A couple players go down on the ground and finally whistle on a foul called against Michael Thomas. And so a foul called and a free kick for Arizona. On the restart, goes right to Dewey, and he chests it down, gives it to Delgado, and Delgado plays it back just outside the box. And he gets it back from Hedrick. Comes up to Shipman. To Michael Thomas. Thomas to Kyle Miller. Miller up to Abraham Vion, and kicked off the foot of Dillon. Stayed in bounds, and Morrison sends it back to his keeper, who clears it with the left foot. Miller, though, brings it down.
It's a foul.
Long Tan comes in, a little nudge in the back. London Woodbury now with it. Headed out by Dewey, but right back to Arizona. Now in their offensive third. Just outside the box, and a step in by Dewey, and he's able to take it away. Nice defense that time by Peebo Dewey. Michael Thomas now with it, running with it, bottom of the circle, looking for Dugeri, and he gets it between the legs of Stisser, and here comes Kyle Miller across midfield now. And a foul, and a whistle, and a yellow card against Michael Thomas as he pushed down an Arizona United player off the ball, and that means Michael Thomas will miss the game Saturday night with his 5th yellow card of the season.
I thought he came across him.
Michael Thomas picks up his 5th yellow card of the season, and he will have to miss the game Saturday night against the Los Angeles Galaxy. A tough loss now for the Energy. Here in the 42nd minute. Energy now with possession after the restart. Nate Shipman with it. To Michael Thomas. And it goes back to Cyprian Hedrick. Hedrick far side to Dewey. Dewey into the middle to Kyle Gregg, headed out by Woodbury of Arizona. Ball bounces up on the turf, and Dugeri comes to take it away. Gets it to Dan Delgado, just inside. The offensive third goes outside now to Thomas. Thomas down to the goal line to Dugeri, and it's too hard for him. And Dugeri can't get to it in time. It's a goal kick for Arizona United. Walker Companies, located in the heart of downtown Oklahoma City, is a proud partner of OKC Energy FC. Head to 121 Northwest 6th Street or visit walkercompanies.com for all your large format digital printing and promotional marketing needs. 1-0 Arizona with the lead here in the first half, 43rd minute. And the goal kick by Newton. High across midfield. Flicked up by Evans. And Hedrick able to play it out to Dewey along the far touchline. Now across midfield to Vion along the touchline. Into the middle goes to Shipman, and Shipman tries to go around a player, and a foul is called as Del Piccolo brings down Shipman for a foul, and it will be a free kick for the Energy just at the bottom of the circle.
I think Garrett's got a knock as well. He looks like a little bit groggy. Got a knock when he went up for that ball.
Here's a pass into Kyle Gregg off of his chest too hard to Tyler Ruthven, and Ruthven heads it back to his keeper Newton. Couple minutes left to go here in the opening half of this matchup, the 4th of the season between these two clubs. 3rd in USL Pro League action. And a player goes down, Long Tan goes down, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for, nope, it's going to be a corner kick for Arizona, as it appeared to go off of maybe Evans, and so it will be a corner kick for Arizona.
See, Evans is asking why is 10 dive there. I don't understand why he's not even talking to him. Garrett's arguing quite reasonably as well because he was wrong.
Not sure who the ball went off of.
No, it wasn't. He's not arguing about the corner. He's arguing about why 10, who didn't get touched, just fell to the floor.
Here's the corner kick, headed up by Kyle Miller. And ball still up into the air, and Long Tan tries to make Stisser tries to take a bicycle kick and misses, and the Energy have a break here across midfield. Vion to Michael Thomas. Back to Vion, back to Michael Thomas. Energy still with a chance, and now some plays going on back behind our back as Stisser goes down on the ground, and now offsides is called on the near side against Abraham Vion, and Stisser now holding his face. He goes to the ground, and Samir trying to tell him to get up, and this has kind of turned ugly the last couple of minutes.
Look at him. I can't believe that. He's been rolling as though he's been hit by a baseball bat, and now he's jumping up, wants to fight. He's dived. He's got to get a booking for diving. That's the second time.
Well, we'll see what happens here as It was behind the referee's back. And Evans and Stisser having a little close-knit conversation. And nothing here as the referee separated the two, so let's see if calmer heads prevail.
I think you could be right, Jack. I mean, it just seems to be an overflow from the last game, you know.
And the restart after the offsides. Originally we had an offsides, and now we will have a couple of minutes of stoppage time here. 3 minutes actually of stoppage time as the ball goes out on the far side.
3 minutes.
And so it'll be a throw-in for Arizona. And now they will have the throw-in at midfield. Ball is headed down, still loose. Picked up by Stisser, comes near side to Morrison. Morrison sends it across in the air, top of the 6, 2 players go down. They just ran into each other. There's no foul there. It goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Energy. Peebo Due, and I believe that's Del Piccolo, just ran into each other.
Yeah, I think that was just a genuine clash. There was no, both sides watching, both players watching the ball, and they just run into each other.
Here is Bader on the goal kick. The wind holds it up a bit. Headed down by Arizona. Castle with it and lost it to Hedrick. Hedrick brings it up across to Delgado, across midfield. Delgado working against Dillon, gives it up for Vion. Vion coming straight toward the middle of the field, comes down near side, just outside the box to Dugeri, looking for Michael Thomas, and London Woodbury steps in to clear it out of bounds for an Energy throw-in. Just about a minute left here in stoppage time. Throw-in comes into Vion. Vion has it taken away just outside the box, and it's off of Del Piccolo. Another throw-in for Oklahoma City. They'll have to hurry here. Thomas will take the throw, waiting for Evans and Hedrick to get into the box, and Due will go back and be the lone defender against Long Tan. Now Kyle Miller comes back now. And Thomas will throw it deep into the box, actually short to Evans. Ball's headed up, and a bicycle kick. Opportunity for Kyle Gregg, and he can't get a good foot on it. It will be a goal kick for Arizona, and that should probably do it.
Yeah, that was a bit unlucky. That was a good header by Gareth Evans. Flicked it on, and he's having a little battle with Tan. Tan went back with him, and they were both pushing and shoving. So I don't know what's going on there, but there's certainly no love lost between the two of them.
No, not at all. So here is the goal kick by Newton, as his team was going to go into the locker room up 1-0. Ball is up into the air. Thomas heads it back in. Gregg gives chase, but cleared by Jalen Robinson out of bounds for a throw-in, and that is the final whistle here as we've completed 45 minutes, and the last 5 was ugly. A lot of things going on all across the field, but an early goal nonetheless by Long Tan of Arizona, as the Energy just did not come out of the gates firing on all cylinders, and Long Tan picks up an easy goal in the 4th minute.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate really. I mean, we were still asleep. We started very slowly, and they capitalised on it. I must say though that we certainly seem to get the best of the referees against Arizona, don't we? You know, I mean, last time was poor. This guy doesn't look too brilliant.
Both teams ready to go. This has been as we thought, a physical battle. Nonetheless, the Energy have to fight through that physical battle and try to rebound after really a sloppy start. Oops, sorry about that.
Yeah, I think that the Arizona lads are here for a result. They've got a 1-0 lead. They're going to keep it, and whatever it takes to keep it, they're going to keep it. So I think it will be a very, very physical battle.
Jimmy Medranda will check in for the Energy whenever we restart here. And it looks like he is going to replace Abraham Villon. As on the field right now, the starting 11 except for Abraham Villon. Michael Thomas, I should correct one thing. I said Michael Thomas will miss Saturday night's game, but according to the league rules, correct, Cass? That will be served 7 days from tonight, correct? So he would miss the game in Arizona, not the game against the Los Angeles Galaxy. So he will miss, according to the league rules, he will miss the game in Arizona a week from tomorrow night. So that is a correction that I've been told, Mo. So at least he'll be here apparently Saturday night.
So that might be a good thing for him to miss the next game.
As he picked up his 5th yellow card. Gareth Evans with 4 yellow cards as well. So you really need him to be careful the rest of the way, because you really wouldn't want to play without your 2 captains going into the game in Arizona, which could determine a huge spot in the playoffs one way or the other. You don't want to miss them both.
Yeah, I think, well, you know, like I said tonight, I think that this is a game we need to win. And I think that this will affect the thing. We're laying 8th in the table at the moment. I know we've got 2 games in hand to Orange County Blues, and who are below us, but we still really need to beat these teams at the bottom of the league, and we're not doing that.
Again, the Energy will be in action Saturday night. Los Angeles Galaxy 2, 7 o'clock game time here at Purple Stadium. Our air time will be at 6:30, of course. And then we will be in Arizona next Friday night. That will be a 9:30 Oklahoma start. Our air time will begin at 9 o'clock. So a 7:30 Arizona start, a 9:30 Oklahoma start. And then the Energy back home on Sunday. A quick turnaround as we'll play Friday, Sunday next week. Charleston comes to town, so the only time we'll see Charleston, that'll be a Sunday night contest at 7 o'clock. And then the Energy will finish out the regular season on the road at Sacramento and then at Orange County. So these rest of the games, Mo, really could decide whether the Energy make the playoffs or not.
Yeah, these especially the. I mean, we've got Arizona now. Arizona again next week. LA Galaxy. Then we've got. It's going to be right down to the wire. You know, each team here is capable of going to the 8-7 positions.
Yeah. So Arizona will have the kick to start the second half. They will be moving into the wind, what wind there is, again about 11, 12 miles an hour. Good crowd on this Thursday night as we are ready to go for the second 45 minutes. And let's see if the Energy come out of the gate with a little bit of pressure compared to how Arizona started out in the first half. A lot of pressure and a goal in the 4th minute as the referee gets us underway here in the second half, as they will play it back quickly and then play it up, and no one there for Arizona, and it's headed out by the Energy, but one right back by Arizona as they play on the near touchline right in front of us, and it comes across, and they have now an opportunity. Matt Castle with it, and his pass is headed out by Evans. And Garrett doing a nice job to step in and make a defensive play. And Arizona now with possession again as they play at midfield just outside the circle on the left side. It comes over to the right side of the circle to Dillon. Dillon plays it up to Castle. Castle looking for Tan. Back to Castle, or make that, this is Top. And Top has it knocked away, and Arizona maintains possession on the far side. Scott Morrison now with it. It comes back to Del Piccolo. And Del Piccolo sends it back to Woodbury. Woodbury looking for Tan, and Hedrick steps in. Tan wanted a foul, did not get it, and Hedrick with possession. One back by Evans, and Evans will bring it up. And Evans will go deep to Dugeri, who got past the defense. Robinson, he's onside, just outside the box on the left side, sends it across, and Greg falls down to the box, wanted a foul, did not get it, and now it comes to Michael Thomas on the right side. It goes to Delgado just outside the box. Delgado from the right side, drifts inside, takes a shot, and it's right at Evan Newton, who makes the play for Arizona.
That was a good attack there, but again, the final ball is just, you know, it's either too short or too far. And that seems to be the problem with us. We get down to the field, but that last ball.
Newton clears it up and out, long down the field and headed out of bounds by Dewey. It'll be a throw-in for the Arizona United, right off to our right at the end of the energy bench. Robinson will take it for Arizona. And he gets it in to the middle of the field. Flicked down by Arizona, finally with possession still, and a foul by Jimmy Medranda as he just barreled into the back of Jonathan Top. That was a rough foul by Medranda, and the referee, Jody Pinkerton, has a few words with him, and probably deserving Mo on that one, because that was a pretty rough foul.
That was a terrible foul. I can't understand why he didn't get a yellow card.
I'm not sure what Jimmy Nilsson is asking, but that was definitely a foul.
He's hit him straight in the middle of the back.
And here's a free kick for Matthew Castle from about 40 yards out on the right side. Sends it into the box, headed down, and right to Samir Bader. That time the Energy did a nice job at marking up, but whoever that was, didn't see who headed that down, Mo, but again, it was right at Samir. Here's a long kick down the field to Delgado. Got past the defense, but it bounces too hard and into the box right at Evan Newton. Could have been a good opportunity for the Energy, just the ball a little too hard in the wind and bounced a little bit too high.
Yeah, obviously I think the wind's blowing to our left, and with Samir, the way he strikes the ball, he's almost hit the other box, which was a great opportunity for us.
Medranda comes near side, working on the left. Gets it into the box to Dewey, and Robinson gets a foot on it and clears it out. Hedrick now at midfield. Little nice move around a player. Comes near side now to Dugeri. Dugeri working to Kyle Gregg at the top of the arc. Gregg tries to move to his left and a little bit too hard for himself. Still maintains possession. Left side of the box to Thomas. Now to Dewey as he plays it back to Shipman. And Shipman goes wide right side as he switches fields over to Kyle Miller. Miller brings it down the right side. Slows up to Delgado. Delgado to the middle of the field to Thomas. Now back to Shipman. One touches to Medranda. Medranda looking for a shot. Takes it hard and to the left of Evan Newton. And Newton hauls it in, or my left, his right. Newton makes a diving stop to his right and makes a play. Newton's third save of the game. His kick out is won by the Energy, and really was a handling by Dugeri, and no one saw it, and the Energy maintains possession, but headed out by Arizona. Laid down, Kyle Gregg defending against Robinson, and it goes off of Gregg, and it will be a throw-in for Arizona. So Arizona will have the throw-in. Head coach of Arizona asking about the handling, Michael Del Russo, and he's not going to get the call, but they have the possession right now, and possession at midfield. Right inside the circle it goes to Del Piccolo, looking down the field to Stisser, and Kyle Miller makes a nice defensive play and takes it away from Stisser. Delgado has it, and back to Hedrick. We play in the 51st minute, 1-0, Arizona with the lead. Hedrick going long for Kyle Gregg over the head of Ruthven. Gregg giving chase. And Ruthven, nice play around Gregg, and he makes a play, and he clears it out.
Yeah, did very well there, the centre-back. Carl was putting him under pressure. He just turned him and played the ball out. Did very well.
Arizona now, Del Piccolo with it. Looking down the field for Stisser, and overshot him, and Miller has possession now. Over to Evans to Hedrick. Hedrick now to Shipman, and he plays it over to Evans. Bottom of the circle to Thomas. Thomas comes to Shipman on a touch over to Dewey. Brings it down off of the left foot on the near touch line. Now to Dugeri. Dugeri into Dewey, and Dewey got caught in traffic, and Arizona's able to clear. Ball bounces around, and let's see as Arizona is able to win it from Michael Thomas. Here is Longtan. Longtan working against Evans, sends it wide right, or wide left, make that. Stisser now with it, and he gives it up for Morrison, and it comes to the middle, and Arizona plays it back to the bottom of the circle and back all the way to the midfield stripe. Tyler Ruthven has it, sends it across to the circle to Del Piccolo. And now Arizona maintaining possession, and a pass by Del Piccolo is knocked away by Medranda, and it goes all the way back to Newton, who comes out of his box to play it up to one of his players. Here is Jonathan Topp. Far side now to Stisser, to Morrison. And Morrison plays it back to Woodbury. And Woodbury plays it to the near side to Robinson all the way across the field. Robinson tries to send a pass across the box. And Hedrick right there. Bader came out, but he had to let Cyprian Hedrick take it as a player was coming on to defend. And he's able to clear it out. And Arizona has possession as Del Piccolo will send it all the way back to his keeper inside his box here in the 53rd minute. Arizona with a 1-0 lead. Del Piccolo again across midfield to Castle. And Castle goes far side touchline. And it comes back to Del Piccolo. And Del Piccolo's pass down the field. He overshoots Brad Stisser, and Kyle Miller takes possession. Sends it back to his keeper, and he will give it up to Evans. As John Okafor will come into the match for Arizona. Delgado with it. Now to Kyle Gregg. Too hard of a pass, and it goes off of Gregg's foot. And Arizona wins possession. Woodbury tries to clear it up, and he does. Nice pass up to Del Piccolo. And he looks long down the field to Topp. Topp brings it down. Guarded against Dewey. Looking for Longtan, and here comes Bader out, and Bader able to make the play, and he quickly throws it out to Evans. Evans looking for someone to pass to, brings it up across to Michael Thomas. Thomas looking for Dujarric, and he is double teamed and is taken away by Castle. It's played back to Woodbury, who clears it up, looking for Tan, and Gareth Evans steps in front of him. Delgado flicks it up to Medranda. Medranda in the middle, just below the circle. Brings it near side to Dugeri along the touch line. Dugeri will send it across, and not a good pass at all. And Arizona trying to clear. Ball bounces on the ground, finally headed down by Arizona. Knocked away by Medranda, and Delgado can't make a good touch on it. And it's kind of sloppy play right now, and finally the Energy come out with it.
But now Arizona have dropped back. Now they've got 5 across the back and 4 behind them. Very difficult to break down, and we're struggling to do it.
Michael Thomas now sends it back to Evans. Long pass down, near side to Dugeri. Working against Robinson, and Dugeri knocks it off of himself out of bounds for a throw-in. And here comes John Okafor into the game for Arizona United, and let's see who he will replace. He will replace Brad Stisser along that left front. So the substitution comes in the 56th minute. And so the Arizona United will have the throw-in as we restart here in the 56th minute. Robinson throws long, but Dewey steps in front and heads it in. But still cleared by United. Okafor giving chase on the far side, able to keep it in bounds. Knocks it back to Morrison. Up now to Dillon. And Dillon plays it back to Ruthven. Ruthven up to Longtan. Heads it down. Nice play here to Castle. Castle taking a long shot. Ricochets off the back of Evans. And the Energy win possession. Nice defense that time by Gareth Evans.
Yeah, he did very well. Got across and blocked the shot, which would really look like it was travelling. See, there's a push in the back there, not given.
Pass up to Kyle Gregg, knocked away. Arizona has it. Nate Shippen steps in, takes it away to Kyle Gregg, and now Dan Delgado has it. Delgado up to Michael Thomas. Knocks it over to Medranda, up to Dugeri. Dugeri has to switch directions and come back a little bit with it. Plays it to the middle to Shipman. And Energy had a chance going forward. Now they play it back, but here's a pass up to Delgado. Delgado into the middle to Thomas. Touches it over to Dugeri, just outside the box. Dugeri still with it. Sends it across and right at the keeper, Evan Newton. A little bit too close in. And Kyle Gregg could not get there in time, and Evan Newton made the save again.
Yeah, that seems to be the story of the night, Jack, doesn't it? We're hitting balls in, but we're a yard adrift or a yard too far. And that seems to be what we've done most of the evening, which is a bit disappointing. So I watched the lads training this morning. Yesterday, and they looked really sharp.
Ball is knocked out of bounds at midfield off of Arizona. Energy throw in. Quickly comes into Dugeri. Tries to get it down to Kyle Gregg and cleared out by Ruthven, and that will go out of bounds. It will be another Energy throw in. And let's see where they'll take it. They will take it back near midfield. Long pass into Dugeri, who's being held. Still being held. Gets it to Dewey. You heard the crowd. They wanted the call. Back to Dewey, and the ball cleared out by Robinson. Throw in for Oklahoma City. Looking for Medranda. Again cleared out by Arizona. And Dugeri will let Dewey take the throw. Into Delgado, and it's too hard. Out of bounds. It will be a throw-in, or goal kick for Arizona United here in the 59th minute. Speakeasy is proud to be a pregame pub partner of OKC Energy FC. Speakeasy is the perfect spot for a night out with friends or any private event or occasion. Come join us on Northwest 51st Street in between Class and the Western for pre or post game eats and drinks. Jack Damrell, Mo Bourne from Purple Stadium at Bishop McGuinness High School on the campus, which school started here the other day. A lot of schools back in action now here in Oklahoma City. But a good crowd here on hand tonight on a rare Thursday night game here in Oklahoma City. But right now they've seen Arizona really kind of dominate the first half. And possession here in the second half has gone back and forth for the first 15 minutes or so as we play in the 60th minute. Arizona with it just outside the box on the right side. And the ball sent across too high, and it's going to be off of the Energy as it clipped the shoe of Dewey. As Jonathan Topp sent it in, it will be a corner kick for Arizona United.
Arizona don't attack as much as we do, but when they do, they look more dangerous than we do.
What could you do with more energy, more strength, more health? Mercy can help you do more of what you love. Go to mercy.net/performance to learn how. Mercy, proud sponsor of Energy FC. Corner kick for Arizona here. And it's sent in and headed out by Evans. Nice defense that time by the Energy. Energy back in action on Saturday against the Los Angeles Galaxy 2, 7 o'clock here at the stadium. And then we will be at Medio Tiempo Sports Cantina on Tuesday night for Energy FC Weekly with Jimmy Nilsson and a player or two. We'll let you know on Monday who that player will be. Energy clear it out all the way defensively, and a bad mistake by Ruthven, and he clears it back to his keeper Newton as Dugeri was given chase, almost caught up to it, and Newton clears it out. Energy going to need a break like that, Mo, it seems like in this game, because they just can't seem to break the defense of Arizona tonight.
No, Arizona.
Dewey keeps it in on the near side, sends it across.
He's giving it, he's flagged it,
too hard, and actually they're going to say the ball was out of bounds for a throw-in on the near side. Dewey did a nice job at trying to hustle to keep that ball in, but just could not do it, and so it'll throw in for Arizona. 62nd minute, 1-0 Arizona with the lead. Robinson to take the throw. Goes long, looking for Tan, but Dewey steps in and it's headed down. But one right back by Arizona, knocked away by Jimmy Madranda. Nice defense that time. And it'll be a throw in for Oklahoma City. Dewey will take it. Looking for Dugeri. Ball bounces on the ground and off of Arizona. And what is this? As Dugeri was trying to get the ball away from Joseph Dillon and kind of grabbed Dillon around the body and kind of went down to the ground. And let's see what they do here. Nothing will be given, and a throw-in will be given, though, to the Energy. So Dewey takes a throw-in. Ship into Thomas. Thomas is triple teamed and trying to find Dan Delgado, but it's intercepted by Jonathan Topp. Quickly up to Okafor. Kyle Miller runs into Okafor, and here comes Okafor by himself on the left side. Working in near the box. Now he gives it up. Ball sent across. Evans knocks it down. Sent across again. It's in the air, and Bader does a nice job to haul it in just in front of the head of John Okafor. Excellent job by Samir Bader to take a goal away from Okafor, and here comes Kyle Gregg, top of the box. He shoots off of the Newton. He gets it back, shoots again, and Newton saves it again.
Tell you what, the keeper done tremendous there. Carl did everything right. The keeper, that was a superb save.
And Newton is hurt on the ground, and they'll bring the trainer out. Wow, what a set of plays on both squads and both keepers. First it started with Samir Bader and his save over the head of John Okafor. He quickly got it out. It went down to Kyle Gregg, who got behind the defense, had a shot against Newton, who saved it once. Gregg got it back. Newton came out, and Newton was able to clear it out off of another shot from Gregg and makes two fantastic saves, or else this game would have been tied. But boy,
that was a tremendous save.
Yeah,
you can't say anything more than that. I mean, Gregg did everything right. He struck it well. Keeper done tremendous. In saying that, if you're running through with only the keeper to beat, I always like to think you should beat the keeper, but sometimes the keeper beats you, and that was superb.
So now we will restart. It will be an Energy throw-in, and half the team's getting some water, so the throw-in's going to have to wait for a second as they were getting some water, and the Energy want to make a couple of subs. Javier Castro and a new player signed just yesterday by the Energy, Nate Poldak, signed from NASL's Minnesota United, will come into the game. So we will see Nate Polak. Javier Castro comes in for Kyle Gregg. Polak will come in for who? Kyle Miller?
Kyle Miller came off.
Okay. And Arizona is going to attempt to make a sub next time. Sam Garza will come into the game. So Nate Polak from Minnesota signed yesterday. Practiced with the team yesterday, I believe, for the first time.
Yes, he did, yeah.
And is into the lineup tonight. Here's a throw-in by the Energy, far side of the field. About 12 yards up. Wouldn't this be a story? A guy you signed yesterday from a opposing league, Mo, comes in to score a goal, yeah.
Wouldn't it just?
What a storyline that would be.
Great stuff.
Ball is headed out by Arizona. Headed back in by the Energy. Ball still up into the air. And finally brought down by Dewey. He keeps it in, does he? No, he can't, and it goes out of bounds for an Arizona throw-in here in the 66th minute. 1-0, Arizona with the lead. Throw-in comes into Okafor. Switches directions on Delgado. And gives it up to Del Piccolo, I believe. Down to Okafor, outside the box. Okafor slows up, working against Evans. Now he's double teamed, switches directions, goes toward the line, and Evans slides and knocks it away. And it's still in bounds, yes, as Delgado keeps it in bounds. Nice set of defensive moves by Delgado and Gareth Evans. And here comes the energy. Slow down the field to Javier Castro, who is wide open. And the keeper comes all the way out to make the play over Castro. Polak can't get his head on it, and it's knocked out by Arizona. Energy quickly get it in to Medranda. Medranda, far side it goes to Thomas, to Castro. Castro sends it in. It's in the air, and Evan Newton comes out to the top of the sixth to make the play.
Twice he saved the day, Evan
And here comes a pass down the long 10, and Evans is able to knock it out of bounds for an Arizona throw-in. And here comes the sub for Arizona United as Sam Garza checks into the game. And let's see who he replaces. And he will replace Matt Castle.
Yeah, he's had a very quiet game tonight.
So the second substitution for United, and here we go. Restart, throw in. And they send it into the box and headed out by Hedrick. Thomas with it, tries to flick it to Shipman, but not hard enough, and Arizona has it. Del Piccolo, and his pass is too hard for Garza. And the Energy take possession, but a bad defensive possession right there as it's taken away. A shot knocked down by Evans, the second of the half. And here comes the Energy. Medranda with speed across midfield on the near side to Dugeri. Dugeri slows it up, now with speed, going down the left side. Tries to spin around Robinson, still with it, sends it across, and it's too hard for Polak. But right there is Delgado. His pass into the middle, no one there, and Garza has it for Arizona United. And he will just clear it out to try to reset his defense. It'll be a throw-in for the Energy on the far side. 69th minute. Ball comes into the box, and it's headed over off of Woodbury, and Evan Newton comes out to make the play. Arizona with a 1-0 lead. Each team has won a game in this series. There has been one draw. Due heads it back in. Castro giving chase. And tell you what, Tyler Ruthman, he doesn't look like someone who has a lot of speed, but when he starts going, he's able to outrun some of the forwards.
Yeah. No one's got past him yet.
He's really held that defensive strong. Prevented a couple opportunities for the Energy. Here's Dugeri working down the line, and it's too hard, out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Arizona United. OKC Energy fans, head to Buffalo Wild Wings, located on Northwest Expressway after the game to satisfy your hunger. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. Buffalo Wild Wings on Northwest Expressway is a proud partner of OKC Energy FC. Buffalo Wild Wings on Northwest Expressway. You have to be there. And we should say, Mo, we should really say thank you to Buffalo Wild Wings for hosting Energy FC Weekly most of this season. We were there for the last time the other night. Really great host for the show. Yeah, they're very, very, very nice hosts, and a great product they produce with the Buffalo Wild Wings. I know that a few of the lads have burnt their mouth with it. Yeah, going after some of the hottest wings they can, huh? And assistant coach Chris Spinlove, he was probably the worst, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. He was sweating from head to toe. I think they brought them in from India. He was sweating head to toe. I thought he was nervous going on the radio, but it ended up he was eating one of the hottest wings. He'd eaten a couple of wings just before he got there. Oh my gosh, I'm like, did I make him this nervous going on the radio? But I was really nervous. Energy with possession as we're playing here in the 71st minute. Far side it goes to Hedrick. Hedrick plays it to the middle to Delgado. And it goes back to Evans in the defensive half. Evans up to Medranda. Medranda working with the left foot on the near side. Still working. Into Castro, and it's taken away. Polak right there, but he can't make possession. And out comes Jonathan Top with it. He sends it back to Ruthman, who clears it out, but headed right back in. Thomas now with it. Over to Hedrick. Hedrick trying to run from his defensive half, and here it is. His pass goes in, and off of, it will be a corner off of Okafor, and Energy will have a corner kick here. They've been so successful on corner kicks this season, and let's see if they can do it here tonight again to get the tying goal at least, as Stephen Perry getting ready to check into the game. and he will replace Dan Delgado. And Delgado will go off of the field over the goal line, and Perry comes on. The Bishop McGuinness alum playing on his home field. Although the field was not like this when he was in high school, I can tell you that for sure. Rebuilt field prior to the season. Here is the kick, lined in, and it is down, headed out by Arizona. Thomas shoots and knocked over the crossbar by Evan Newton again. This guy has saved the day for Arizona tonight.
I think we could be here till Christmas. We're not going to score. The keeper's done tremendous, having a great game, and the goal seems to be boarded up.
Michael Thomas will take this corner kick. Will he send it deep? Dugeri on the back post. Usually it's Michael Thomas. Here's the kick. Taken short, headed out by Arizona, and finally cleared by Okafor, but right at Dewey, who takes a hard shot, but off to the wide right of the post. It will be a goal kick for Arizona. 73rd minute. And the keeper really taking some time off the clock, and let's see if we saw a yellow card last game for delay for a keeper. Journey House is a proud partner of OKC Energy FC. Call 405-463-5800 for all your travel needs. Arizona with a 1-0 lead, 73rd minute here in Oklahoma City. Goal kick, holds up into the wind. Evans heads it down, cleared right back in, and Arizona has it. Okafor working around Hedrick. Just outside the box. Okafor gives it up, and a tackle and a penalty kick has been called against the Energy. A penalty kick has been called, and I'm not sure you can really argue that one, Mo.
No, I'm not arguing it at all. I'm saying it was I'm very pleased that he kept up with the play. Sip had let the guy get past him, and he pulled him down.
So it will be a penalty kick for Arizona. Some of the players, I'm not sure if they're arguing with the referee or not, but that's really, you can't argue that one, as that was really clear that the foul was committed. It will be Paolo Del Piccolo who will take the penalty kick. Crowd getting behind Samir Bader. And it is off the crossbar, but ricochets in. Wow. When it's your night, Mo.
Yep.
And it's Arizona's night. It ricocheted off the crossbar. And Del Piccolo picks up his third goal of the season here in the 75th minute. And now Energy down 2-0.
We got caught for pace there. They hold back, and then they break very quickly, and their front two are fairly quick.
So here's the restart. Shipman quickly getting down the field to Perry inside the box. Perry tries to bring it down, and Arizona is able to clear it out. And a foul called against Jimmy Medranda in the defensive third.
What we don't want to do is start getting frustrated now, which is what we are doing.
Arizona will have a free kick, and they have a player down after that foul. And that is Joseph Dillon, fouled by Medranda. 15 minutes to go here in Oklahoma City. 2-0, Arizona with the lead. Energy will need a couple of quick goals here late in the game. They're going to need another late one, as they did last time against Arizona, Mo, on a penalty kick.
we need a quick goal now. Yeah, you're right, Jack. If we don't get a goal in the next 5 minutes, we're going to start getting frustrated. And
free kick down to Okafor. Ball holds up into the air, and Dewey clears it out. It will be a throw-in for Arizona. Throw-in comes in to Dillon, and his pass is intercepted by Polak. And a long pass down the field, not on target, and Arizona is able to clear it out. Goes back to Hedrick. Hedrick to Shipman. Plays it up. Too long for Castro and cleared out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Stephen Perry in Oklahoma City. They quickly get it into Hedrick. Hedrick comes over near side. Energy now playing with 3 defenders as Kyle Miller's out of the game. Replaced by Polak. Here is Dugeri. Takes a shot and he scores! Just like that, the Energy got it up to Otto Dugeri. He was wide open at the top of the box, and he has his 3rd goal of the season, and the Energy are within 1.
In all fairness, Jack, he's been the best player for us, certainly. Great goal as well, very good goal, which proves we can get another 2. I still fancy us to maybe get another goal at least.
And now you're going to see a team that pushed in the last 15 minutes the other night at Sacramento, and they've already forced Arizona to turn the ball over again. I had actually put my head down as soon as I put it up. Dugeri had it, and he was shooting. Just like that.
Yeah, it's a good goal.
And here comes Castro. Castro looking for a shot. He takes it. It's knocked down. Polak gets it back to him, and he can't handle it, and he'll have to reset. Sends it out wide to Hedrick. Hedrick plays it back all the way back to midfield to Evans. Evans up to Dugeri. Flicks it over to Thomas. Thomas inside the box. Makes a move. Looking for a shot. Gives it up to Polak. He shoots. And it's over the crossbar. It'll be a goal kick for Arizona.
That was a good build up there. I mean, we're really pressing now. We'd be very unlucky not to score again.
Bob Bartley Electric is a proud partner of Energy FC. Visit us at www.bartleyelectricinc.com for more information. 2-1, Arizona with the lead here in the 79th minute. Goal kick by Newton. Hangs up into the air at midfield. Headed down to Long Tan. Tan gives it up. Top had it. He gave it up. Okafor has it. Slide tackle by Hedrick, and we're going to play on. And it's headed back all the way to Bader, and he comes out to make the play. Energy with a player down on the far side. I believe that's Hedrick. He gets up now, we'll play it, and plays it up, gives it a little touch, and a foul from behind. And that's going to be a yellow card issued. I believe that is Dillon. No, it is, that is Del Piccolo.
He's already been booked, hasn't he?
No, not Del Piccolo.
No?
That comes in the 79th minute. Del Piccolo picks up his 5th yellow card of the season. Their 3rd of the night. Ball comes down now for the Energy on the restart to Stephen Perry, and he knocks it out for a throw-in on the far side down near the corner arc. Oh, it's on Garza? Okay, I'm sorry. Sam Garza picked up the yellow card, not Del Piccolo.
Yeah, because Piccolo was already booked, I'm sure.
So Garza picks up the yellow card. So Robinson has a yellow card, and Stisser has a yellow card, and now here's a substitution. Kadeem Dakers will check in, and Jimmy Nilsson is upset. He is upset because the substitution has taken a very long time.
This is what they did last time, though, Jack, wasn't it? They just killed time. It's amazing how clever they do it.
Dakers checks in for Jonathan Top. A throw-in for Arizona here in the 80th minute. 2-1 the score. Dakers gets a first touch on it. Arizona now trying to bring it across midfield. They play to Garza. On the far side it goes to Okafor. Back to Garza. And out of bounds off of Oklahoma City. It'll be an Arizona throw-in. Energy now really, after wanting 3 points in this home game, now just hoping for 1, Mo.
Yeah, that's the best thing they could be looking for at the moment.
Dugeri heads it to Polak. Polak to Castro, and it's under the foot of Castro, and it's cleared out. And off of, I'm not sure who'd that go off of. That went off of Dugeri. And Dugeri is down on the ground as he was hit by that clear by Ruthven, and it was right in the gut. And I'm sure it knocked the wind out of him, and they quickly bring the trainer on. Otto went straight to the ground, and nothing really, he did not have time to get out of the way as it hit him in the gut. So we'll see. Otto will have to come off at least for a moment or two. Energy have David Lichty and Paul Wyatt left on the bench, as well as Ray Clark, but of course Ray the backup keeper to Samir. And Dugeri is going to have to come out of the game. They're going to have to make a substitution. Will it be Paul Wyatt or David Lichty? And it will be Paul Wyatt. Wyatt playing well in his last game. And Dugeri finally up on his own 2 feet, walking it off.
To me, he's been our best player. His touches have been good. He's scored a goal. He's done very well.
So Paul Wyatt will come into the game. Wyatt making his 16th appearance of the game, or of the season. Does have a goal on the season. And Dugeri getting a nice round of actually a standing ovation from the crowd here, or some of the crowd, as he scored a goal to bring the team to within 1. And so now we will restart here in the 83rd minute. So we will have a drop ball. We will have a drop ball, and Jimmy Nielsen telling Arizona they will just kick it back or kick it out of bounds. What will they do? They will let it just kick it out of bounds for a throw-in. Throw-in comes in. Off the head of Longtan. Nate Shippen takes over. Over to Hedrick. Dangerous play to Thomas. Thomas back to Hedrick. And he gets it far side to Stephen Perry. They're going to have to work quickly now. Energy need a goal to draw here. And here is Shippen as he comes in, takes it away. Paul Wyatt brings it off his chest, but too hard on his first touch of the night. And it's out of bounds for an Arizona throw-in in the 84th minute. Arizona in no hurry getting this ball back in. Robinson throws it in. Down the field to Dakers, who heads it up to Tan. Tan heads it over, flicks it up. And Hedrick clears it down. Ball bounces up into the air. Castro with it. Knocked away. Polak with it. And he gets it to Medranda. And he tripped up, and a foul called against Del Piccolo. And will this bring out a yellow card against Del Piccolo?
Yeah.
Yes, it will. And so Del Piccolo picks up a yellow card for persistence. And this yellow card occurs in the 85th minute. Energy will have a free kick from about 45, 50 yards out. We'll say 45, won't we? Shippen will take it, sends it to the circle, and it's in and bounces through everyone. No one got a touch on it. And just to the right of the crossbar.
I thought it sailed in.
It went to the right of the post and out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Arizona. That may have caught Newton by surprise, Mo.
I think it did. He didn't even move. Fortunately, he was a yard wide.
5 minutes left to go here in Oklahoma City. 2-1. Arizona with the lead. And Newton's kick, a short one this time, right at midfield. Headed up and brought down by Thomas. He sends it back in. Polak giving chase. Castro giving chase, and Arizona clears. Headed down by Hedrick. A couple players go down. Evans has it. Evans, paying dangerous pass to Shippen, and Shippen makes a nice play to keep the ball. It goes down to Paul Wyatt, and Robinson there, and he heads it back to Newton. Just in time before Wyatt got a touch on it.
Yeah, did well there, the fullback. Was aware of where Paul Wyatt was and just nodded it back to the keeper.
Ball headed up and out off of, should be off of Arizona. And it will be a throw-in for the Energy. Quickly comes into Evans. Evans, long pass down, looking for Castro. It's headed down, and Arizona able to maintain possession. But right back comes the Energy. Medranda has it. He gets through a couple guys, still going. Into the box, takes a shot. Newton knocks it down and cleared out by Ruthven. and it goes out of bounds for a throw-in for Oklahoma City.
That was a great run by Madrondo. Superb. How the keeper got to that. He's swerving around all over the place.
Here's a cross by Dewey, and way too hard over the head of everyone, and goes out of bounds for a goal kick.
Well, it's not for the want of effort that the lads are trying to get this goal.
87th minute. And here is Newton, and now a whistle and a yellow card is going to be issued to the keeper, Evan Newton, for a delay. Second consecutive game we've seen that,
yeah,
and both of them have been well-deserved. And so here's the restart now by Newton. And the ball is headed out off of the head of Michael Thomas as he kind of got tangled up with Okafor. 3 minutes left to go in regulation here before we head to stoppage time. Okafor has it working around Hedrick. Hedrick does a nice job, but Okafor able to maintain possession just outside the box, gives it up to Tan, and Tan had no possession, and Energy take over. Medranda comes away. He was triple teamed and comes out of there with the ball. It goes to Michael Thomas at midfield. Thomas working quickly down to the middle of the field. Gives it up to Wyatt, over to Polak. Polak to Wyatt, top of the arc, takes a shot, and it ricochets off of Arizona. It'll be a corner kick for Oklahoma City. 88th minute. Michael Thomas will take the corner. Everyone in the box. It quickly goes in. Newton knocks it out. Dakers and Shipman collide. Who comes away with it? Arizona does, and they kick it out of bounds. Garza kicks it out. Thomas will take the throw. Energy pressing here. Thomas with possession. Back to Dewey. Dewey sends it back to the midfield to Evans. Evans has to go forward, sends it up. Looking for Castro. Castro with his back to the goal. Double teamed and has it taken away by Dakers. Thomaso right there. And Thomas is able to take it away to Dewey. And Dewey knocks it over to Evans. 89th minute. And Evans plays it up back to Bader outside his box. Bader will play it all the way up. He keeps walking up the field halfway to the mid-stripe. Kicks it all the way up to the box. Castro right there. Castro has it. Shoots. And it's ricocheted off of Ruthven, who saves it for Arizona. 90th minute here in Oklahoma City. Shipman with it. To Dewey. Back to Shipman. Shipman sends it in. And it's headed out by Arizona. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Energy, Medranda with it. Shipman has it to Paul Wyatt. Wyatt sends it in a little bit too hard, and it's right at Evan Newton, who makes the play. There will be 4 minutes added here tonight. Newton punts it out, high up into the air, and a foul called against Dakers, against Dewey, and he'll let Evans take the kick. They quickly put it back in, looking downfield to Castro. Castro chests it to Paul Wyatt on the edge of the box on the near side. Back to Castro, and the pass is too hard, out of bounds, and Jimmy Nilsson is upset. Their passes just are not crisp tonight.
No,
for most of the night,
It's that final ball every time.
We are in stoppage time. Throw-in comes in, won by Evans. He sends it back in. Headed down by Perry, right to the keeper, Newton, who makes the play with his feet and then waits for Michael Thomas to come make a play and picks it up. 2-1, Arizona with the lead. Newton kicks it out high in the air. Headed back in by Dewey. Ball is up into the air. Headed down by Arizona, and Okafor comes away with it. Far side it goes. Cleared by Arizona. And Oklahoma City now wins possession. Way up the field it goes. Castro, and it's not hard enough, and Ruthven heads it out of there. Perry heads it back in. It goes far side to Polak. just outside the box on the right side. Nate sends it across, and it's won by Arizona. Goes back to Hedrick. We're a minute into stoppage time. And Hedrick has it, and it's knocked away out of bounds. A throw in for Energy. Evans with it. Sends it up. Flicked up in the air in the box. Headed down. And no one can get a foot on it. Here's Dewey. He takes it away. Sends it across. Ball is loose and cleared by Arizona's Jalen Robinson. Hedrick. The ball is sent in. Cleared out by Arizona. We're in the second minute of stoppage time of 4 minutes. Sent back in. Ball is in the air. Bounces. Dewey with it. Just outside the box now. To Thomas. Into Polak. Back to Thomas. Thomas has it. To Castro. Here's a shot by Thomas, knocked away. And cleared out of bounds by Arizona for an Oklahoma City corner kick. It doesn't get any more exciting than this.
Oh, that was unbelievable. We've had 3 chances that have just rocked your socks.
Third minute. Here's the corner. Deep and long and too hard and out of bounds. And it will be a throw in for Arizona here in the third minute. Just when you need a great corner, the ball was over the head of everyone and went out of bounds. And Robinson will take his time here. Throws it in. It's up in the air. Long Tan now with it. Arizona tries to clear it out. Still down the line. And the ball bounces out of bounds. It will be the Energy throw in. Quickly gets it in. Shipman does to Evans. Evans has to send it long as we're in the third minute. Long down the field, giving chases Castro. Castro has to keep it in. He does, sends it across, headed up by Rutland. The ball is still in play. Medranda heads it over to Wyatt. Wyatt working on the left side. And it's won by Arizona. Paul takes it back. Sends it across. No one there. And won by Arizona. Dewey, right there though. Takes a shot and it's way too high and hard. And it will be a goal kick for Arizona. We're in the fourth minute, right at the 3 minute mark. Less than 60 seconds to go. It'll be a must-win Saturday night here in Oklahoma City for the Energy against the Los Angeles Galaxy 2. Arizona looks as if they're going to come away with this one. Headed back in. They have another chance. White with it. Gets it in to Castro. Castro has it taken away. And it gets up to Okafor, and Okafor has it by himself with Gareth Evans. Well, he'll take it to the corner, take it in the box. He's going to take it in the box. He's going to try to score. Bader comes out and makes a great save. He's going to have to hurry and kick it down the field. Long down the field and way too hard. And it's out of bounds, and it will be an Arizona throw-in as we have about 5 seconds left to go. And the throw-in will probably do it. De La Russo wants the final whistle. Arizona has it. Dakers has it. Gives it up. Still playing. And down the sideline, the touch line, and out of bounds. It will be a throw-in. And now they're going to make the throw. They're going to move back to throw. We're now at 4.5 minutes of stoppage time. Evans is just going to have to send it down. And headed out by Ruthven. And again, they're going to add more stoppage time. Ball comes in. Castro to Dewey. He's got to hurry and get it in. And Dewey is pushed down by Dakers and a foul. And that's going to add more stoppage time. And that may have been a little reaction to the foul earlier by Dewey on Dakers. Evans will have to send it in. They'll have Samir send it in. Actually, no, they're going to have Shipman. And Samir is going to go all the way into the box as well. All 10 players are in the box.
Got to get it in there now, then.
You have got to get it in the box. And Jimmy Nilsson is upset about something. Here's the kick. It's in the box. Headed out by Arizona. And there's the final whistle tonight as Arizona has come into Oklahoma City and won a hard-fought game over the Energy tonight by a final of 2-1 as Jimmy Nilsson is really upset about something that happened at the end of the game. As a ball got onto the field somehow, some way, but it did not affect the outcome as the Energy lose it here tonight by a final of 2-1. Our man of the match tonight is Ada Dujeri with the goalie, and he's with Carter Baum. Carter?
Ada, must be a difficult one for you guys. The second game in a row, you're down 2-0 late in the game. You get an equalizer. You guys had several chances there to get the equalizer late in the game, but unable to do so. Your thoughts on the match?
I think it's a shame today. You know, today we got to admit that we're not sharp in both, 18s. Even defensively, offensively, we're not sharp enough. And when you're not sharp enough, you're not going to win the game, unfortunately. You had the lone goal for your side in this one. You were almost all alone there, almost on a break. What were you seeing there, and walk us through your goal? I mean, it was a great long ball. I can't remember from who. Javier laid it up. Javier laid it up really well. I just took a good touch on it, and I saw the goalkeeper opening up to the one side, and I just put it on the other side. But at the end of the day, I can't really use it as much. I want the win for the team. We want to try to get to the playoffs. You guys are on the bubble to make the playoffs right now, like you just alluded to. This one, obviously, you needed the 3 points, but going into the LA Galaxy game on Saturday, quick turnaround. It's a very big game for you guys. How important is that, and what do you guys have to do to turn around real quick? That's the good thing. We got a quick game coming up. We can get after this game real